Today we're going to be looking at replacing the brushes in a Televac buffalo filter in the OR booms. If you can see by the monitor here, it's saying that we're over 500 hours on the brushes. We're at 546, which recommends that the brushes be replaced on the motor that's above sealing. The motor's already been removed from above sealing, and some of the screws gaining access into the box where the brushes are have been removed to speed up the process of this video. So let's get started. Above sealing, the power wire will come in here. The switch to turn it off and on is here. That would have to be disconnected. Down here you'll see that your low voltage connection that sends signal back to the display that I just showed you that had the 500 hours on the brushes will be disconnected. The bolts that hold this motor down above sealing will have to be disconnected. Once you get it out of the sealing and down onto your work table, there'll be a various of number 1/8 inch Allen wrench screw heads to remove to take this top cover off. I've already done the process of removing most of the screws to gain access in, and now I'll remove the rest of them. Now that the screws are removed, I'll turn the box around and you'll see on the side here where it's labeled Buffalo Filter Televac System. Now I'll remove this cover, and we'll see on the inside has various foam rubbers that act as a filter system. The smoker vac system hose hooks to this connection here and exhausts out, going through these filters above sealing. So to gain access to the brushes, we have to remove these foam boxes. Now we're gaining a little bit more access to the inside. You can see the circuit board, the wires. Just be careful as you're pulling this apart that you make sure that there's no loose connections on the wires as you go put it back together. Removing this foam here, we gain access to the motor. There's two sets of brushes. There's one up top and there's one on the bottom. This motor will have to be removed to be able to gain access to both the brushes. You do that by pulling this foam loose here, and on the inside there'll be 4 screws. Also take the 1/8 Allen wrench to remove them, and then this motor can be fully removed out of this housing. But for today's purposes, we're just going to show you how to gain access to the top bushing brush. What you're going to do with a Phillips head screwdriver is remove this one screw here. It's going to be one on this one and one on the bottom brush as well, which is located down here. And like I said, with the motor out, you'll be able to gain access to that. But today we're just going to show you the top one to remove. So you take this Phillips screw completely out. Now the brushes are spring loaded, so as you remove this screw, just be careful. what you're going to notice that at the top there's going to be some little pins that comes out right here that makes contact to the wires that on the brushes. As you pull it out, you'll see the little brushes, the little point right there that comes out of that plug. Then as you lift up on the brush, this is the brush that needs to be replaced. So we're going to order new brushes, and once we get the new brushes in, we'll reinsert it back into the motor. There will be 2 of them, and we'll put it all back together, and then we'll put it back above ceiling, and we should have another 500 hours on our brushes again. Thank you.